Like that's the main thing I seen was, oh, I'm not a part of your life anymore, which I'm just like, really? Like that's the complaint? That's how it starts off. Oh, you're not who you claim to be. I'm like, he couldn't change because this is 7 years ago. Uh, let's look up right now because I wanna know how old he is right now versus how old he was back then. Let's see, Cory X Kenshin. Oh wow, it's already. He's 32 years old. So 7 years ago would put him at 25 years old. It would put him at 25 years old. I I don't think it's fair. Like I just don't think it's fair to come back to swing back around 7 years later and to let me get this off of here. Let me pull up this thread because this thread has pretty much everything you would want to know or need to know in it. Uh, all right, so here we go. Where are we at? Where are we at? Okay, if she was accusing, and here's the thing, people. So here it is. Here it is. Right, spreading false parents. She's accusing him of emotional and mental abuse, which should be treated responsibly and is not putting words in her mouth. And that stems from this post here. Right, so spreading around regarding abusive, manipulative, and absurdly toxic relationship with evidence. I will link her story below. So it doesn't go unnoticed. Like it. What do you mean it doesn't go unnoticed, fam? You have 9.4 million views on X. You have more views than she does on TikTok. And this is why this is the part that makes me mad, right? Because this is the part that makes me mad. Hold on. Uh, where's Okay, I got to go there from X. I got to go there through X because she put on her story that it's not sexual assault. That's what she put on her story. She put on her story, "Oh, this is a sexual assault." But her own TikTok page has has people looking at it a certain way. Hold on. Where is it at? Where is it at? Where's the link to her TikTok? Yeah, five. This is, dude, 6 hours into this. She then puts on her story. She then puts on her story that, oh, it wasn't sexual assault. Like she said he didn't sexually assault her, but she framed it that way. That's how she framed it. You can't start off something like this as loaded as it is and then kind of go, oh, I'm gonna throw. It had 1.2 million. It has 1.1 million, 1.3 million, and another 1.2 million. Right now, some of those are the same people. Some of them aren't the same people. So we're just gonna say it had a cool. She had a cool. She racked up a cool 1 million views. Right, 1 million views from saying this. She then, after all this is said and done, right? Because he put this up 20 a whole day ago. She put this 24 hours ago. She then goes to her story 5 hours ago after it being up for 24 hours and goes, oh yeah, it's not sexual assault. You know that's how people are gonna take it. Look at your own wording. You knew that's how people was gonna take it. But anyway, we're gonna go through it. We're gonna through this all. It kind of upsets me that she framed it this way off rip. Let's watch this video. Let's watch the video.
Then I woke up again and it was all.
Did you watch me sleep? Did you watch me sleep?
Yeah, I actually did something to you while you were asleep too.
What?
I'm sorry. I just got this fetish that I do.
What?
I didn't hurt you. You're good, baby.
What'd you do, Cory?
Don't worry about it.
Cory?
Yeah.
Cory, what did you do?
Do nothing. Look, this camera on my face. I didn't do anything.
You did something, and I'm gonna find out on the next episode of
Dragon Ball Z. Where you go with this?
Now here's the thing, right? You can take that. Not I click the full screen button. Good grief. You can take that one or two ways, right?
Bacon avocado.
You can take that one of two ways, right? Either A, he did something really foul and heinous to you. You know what I'm saying? You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna fix this title. Yeah, either he did something really heinous to you, or he could have did something as mild as made a birthmark in Sharpie, or like wrote his name on your left cheek or something, or he put whipped cream on you. It can go really mild, or it can be really bad at the same time. But that doesn't tell us what happened. Like you just have to assume. And again, that's very irresponsible. Cause you're saying he didn't care, and y'all are joking and laughing about it. That I why would you do this like this? And then you're saying he didn't sexually assault you. That if this is the first video in a long line of videos, that's the first one. That's how it starts out. Hold on, if I can. I think TikTok will let me pull it up on my computer. I think it will. And we'll just go to our TikTok at this point. We'll just go to our TikTok. Because this, hold on, let's see. Work. Oh, yes. Great. Yes. Cool. So look, this is her page. That's her page. I can't see her story because I'm not on a computer. But on her story 5 hours ago, she puts it wasn't sexual assault. But this is how she starts this. She starts it with this video here.
Bacon avocado.
Now you can see people in the comments because she limited the comments, or maybe it's just limited to her friends. I have no idea. It's probably just limited to her friends now. That it seems like, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, like you got hurt, like he assaulted you. But then you get into this video and it's not. That's not what it is. Like, that's irresponsible. People don't know what it is. Anyway, so look, I'm not going to say nothing. I'm not going to get in y'all way. I'm going to let y'all see this. All right. We're going to start over. Dear, she's saying CoryxKenshin. That's what CXK stands for. All right. If at any point you can't keep up with this, let me know, and we'll run it back. Good grief, that's loud. Yeah, that does move really fast. That does move really, really fast. Hold on. Give me 1 sec. Thinking here, right? It's where I can see. Yep. Yep. I just need to fix. Okay, and then all I need to do is go down here, Cory X. All right. So we'll start over. Because this goes really fast. Or I'll just manually do it. Yeah, I'll just manually do it. So and then plus we ain't got to hear all that extra music and all that. Um, and then she puts like this music is like extra sad, right? Like listen to this. This like what are you framing this up to be? Now, I don't want to do this, but I don't owe you my silence anymore. There's no clean way to start, just a familiar weight in my chest while the world kept applauding someone who never showed up for me. Okay? I was never a part of your world publicly. You made sure I stayed close, but just far enough to be invisible. I mean, if he's in a relationship and he doesn't want to show who he's in a relationship with, that's his business. Like, he doesn't have to show everybody that he's dating you. He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to. Your followers eat up the whole man of faith image you push, but faith without basic decency isn't faith, it's branding. You talk about devotion, but act like hurting people in private doesn't count. That's not devotion, that's hypocrisy. You fooled a lot of people, but not me. Okay? When I met you, I was at one of the lowest points in my life. I was still healing, still trying to remember how to love myself without after going so long without it. All right. Okay. So you didn't love yourself. I had all this love and nowhere to put it. And for a moment, your attention made me feel seen, like maybe I wasn't invisible anymore. Even writing this now has me crying so hard I can barely breathe. The pain still lives in my body like it just happened yesterday. That sounds like sexual assault. You can't say this sentence and think that people are not going to think it's sexual assault. Mind you, this is 24 hours ago and she only cleared it up via her story, which nobody's going to see. The same people that watch your post aren't watching your story. Then you have somebody resharing it on X, getting 9 million views, and barely anybody has scrolled down far enough to see the final update where, oh, this is not about sexual assault. Like what? I'm not writing this because I still care. I'm writing this because I've carried too much in silence. You ghosted me not because you were confused, but to teach me a lesson. You made me feel like I had to shrink to earn a reply. Every move was calculated, even if I couldn't see it back then. So you're saying he manipulated you by ghosting you and not being with you? Anytime I tried to speak up, you twisted it into something wrong with me. And while I sat alone, replaying every word, breaking myself apart just to try to even make sense of it, you were out here calling, they were out here calling you a positive role model. They'll never know how many nights I've cried it quietly into my pillow, trying to convince myself it wasn't that bad, just so I wouldn't have to admit how deeply it broke me. You never showed up when it mattered. You only came around when it was convenient, when you wanted something, when it was easy, but when I needed care, support, the bare fucking minimum, you vanished. Okay, so it sounded like he was here, he was with you, and he would like not fool with you when you were like needing emotional support and all the other stuff. Whether it's he didn't know how to give you the emotional support or whatever it was. I mean, like it sounded like he was just like a bad boyfriend. Like he wasn't somebody that you needed to be with. I don't, unless he said something or did something like explicitly, like he's just somebody that didn't want to carry either didn't want to carry or didn't know how to carry the emotional weight that you were trying to put on him, the mental and emotional weight. But again, I get how that could be seen as abuse. I get it, but I don't know, because you said it's not sexual assault. So like it just seemed like that was your punishment. Silence, distance, disappearing, like affection was something I had to earn. Like loving you too loudly meant I needed to be put in my place. I mean, okay, so he was trying to keep the relationship a secret. Is that the issue here? You treated my body. Okay, so he was so they were so so you were a girl that he liked dealing with. Y'all were he would have sex with you. Y'all would have sex, and he would do all the stuff with you. But then at the same time, he wasn't trying to be out. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't trying to be outside with you. And she has the comments limited to mutual friends. Got it. You treated my body like I only existed when you needed to feel wanted. Okay. You made your absence cut deeper than your presence ever comforted. And the worst part, that kind of damage takes effort. So congratulations. And then came the shuttle jabs. You once asked if I wanted to know how much you made. I said no because I didn't care. I never depended on anyone. I worked hard my whole life for my own money. But still, you made me feel small for the job I had. Like I was a disappointment for not living up to your standards. I never asked for any for your money, your platform, your help, any of it. What? What? Somebody please comment please. Like what does this mean? Like so he didn't make you feel good as far as like I I I what? What? All right, next. Okay, good. It doesn't show the guy from Kick comment. Um, I didn't want what you had. I wanted to be treated like I mattered, like a human being. But even that felt like too much for you. It probably bothered you that I wasn't impressed, that I didn't melt for your image, your ego, your self importance, that I saw right through you, but still gave you the chance to be real. But that version of you, the one who actually cared, never fucking existed. And then came your one grand effing gesture: flowers, candy, a teddy bear, and a card. The first thing you ever bothered to give me, that the last thing that felt remotely real. Oh, because the card said, Nami, the way I feel about you is real. You are so wonderful and so gentle and kind, not to mention sexy. I miss you. I hope this puts a big old smile on your face. On that, her ex say that he didn't essay. Yeah, I know. She said he didn't essay her. Which I'm only reading this for context to like so everybody has it, because I don't understand why you would put this out 24 hours ago and then only clear it up via your story that it wasn't sexual assault. 1.1 million people already seen this on TikTok. Then your second part 1.3 and then your third part 1.2. All those people had already seen it. Look at all these comments. Not comments, but these likes and these bookmarks. Look at that. That's a lot of people. And then you only clear it up in your story? Like, that's not publicly available to everybody? That's insane. Hold on. Let me. Oh yeah, I already sent it to my computer. So look, I'll pull up the story message that this person is talking about. Because I went and got everything, but I thought that was crazy to go, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna hold on, let me stop the screen. I'll pull it up. Like, no cap. No cap. For clarification, he did not not all caps as Amy. Only cleared it up 5 hours ago. The damage is already done. People aren't gonna look for this. She deleted everything? Nah, this is her TikTok. I'm still on her TikTok. Hold on. I'm still on her TikTok. Like, look, the videos. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, hold on. So look, this is her TikTok. It felt like finally something was different. Like for a split second, I let it crack my armor and I let myself believe you. When you called that night and poured out a heart to heart and said, I made a lot of mistakes, but you were never one of them. I fucking cried because even after everything, I still wanted to believe you were capable of being good to me. It's deleted for you? Oh, damn. Damn, that's crazy. Well, I still have it loaded, so we're gonna try and get through. We're gonna try and get through it while I can. Uh, there's nothing on her account. What account are you on? Are you on this same account? I already knew. Then the next day, someone told me they saw you in California with another girl. I already knew where you were going. You told me that part, but you never said who you were going with. I assumed it was your family. That's how it always was with you. I never really knew what you were doing, just whatever pieces you decided to share. Okay, so he cheated. This is all because he cheated. All I did was ask calmly the way anyone would, seeing someone would. I'm not the type to try and pry or get jealous over anything, but when the details don't add up, I pay attention. But you snapped at me. You got defensive. You said it was your sister. It got offensive. I wasn't accusing you, Shay. I wanted the truth, but your reaction said everything, even if it was really your sister. The guilt always slipped out before you could. So he cheated, got caught cheating, and then he ghosted you. Do you know what that kind of pattern does to someone? It rewires your nervous system. It teaches you not to trust softness, not to believe kindness. It makes you think that if something feels good, it's probably a setup. I mean, he was 25. He was a guy. He was 25, and he was relatively famous. Like, yeah, he was getting a lot of women thrown at him, and he probably didn't have the decency to like not deal with them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he cheated. He cheated. This sounds like a normal guy that cheated. That's what it sounds like to me. The real you, not the sweet, funny persona that you flash on camera. Just selfish, image obsessed coward who cared more about looking good than being good. You couldn't even stay in the same room as your consequences because accountability doesn't get likes, right? I spent so long asking what was wrong with me, wondering how I could show up with my whole heart and still not be enough, trying to be softer, quieter, easier to love. But the truth is, I was never asking for too much, just kept pouring into someone who never planned to give anything back. How long were y'all together? You knew how badly I wanted to be loved, so you breadcrumbed in just enough affection to keep me hoping, then called me crazy for wanting more. Yeah, so if he's manipulating you in that way, like I don't even like using the word manipulating. Like if he's playing games in a relationship like that, like hey, a lot of people play games in relationships like that. He's wrong as fuck for doing it. But at the same time, I took to make this sound like something more than just a normal dude playing games and cheating. Like, it's crazy. Like, because if he wasn't famous, that's what this would be. He'd be a dude that played games and cheated. That's it. That's what he'd be. That's what he'd be. And I still gave you the benefit of time every time. I let your excuses rewrite the truth just so it would hurt a little less. I held your chaos like it was love because that's all you ever offered. I kept handing you chances, kept trying to make sense of the hurt, kept believing maybe there was something good in you worth holding on to. That part's on me, but everything after that, that's on you. Okay, everything after that. This was just the beginning. Part 2 comes late tonight. It only gets heavier. Like, okay, part 2, where it gets worse. Okay, so what's up? You still seeing someone? When was this? I need a date. I need the date of this. When was this? When? When? Not time, when? Why do you ask? Because I'm trying to fuck your life up some more. What? That was a joke. Jeez, just ask. I never heard you curse before. That's why it threw me off. Thank you for reading and listening. That means more than you know. You went through so much, and I kept reading everything you wrote, and I just felt like every word kept going. It got harder. The fact that you're still here with us means you could plan. Blah 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 blah. What? Uh, like it was funny, like it was cute, as if the pain you caused the first time wasn't real. The confusion, the trauma, the fucking aftermath, all was just a joke. Now that you were bored again, my chest locked up. I wasn't even surprised, just furious. You still had the audacity to crawl back in like you were welcome. Like I let you ruin me again for your own entertainment. You didn't come back to make things right. You came back because fucking with me made you feel powerful, because you knew I let I used to let you in, because you counted on the damage you did to keep me soft, because you thought I'd be too broken to bite back. What's the date of these messages? Because I wanted you. Wanted me how? Like how I've always had you. Like how I've had you. Okay, so he's viewing her as somebody like he was just fucking on. Okay. Yeah, that's yeah. That typical trash Negro behavior. Like a relationship type of way or something else, like something else. Like that's kind of messed up. I wasn't a toy. I know that. I wasn't just about to message you after a year and ask you to be my girlfriend. But I guess I was just a good fuck for you. When you said relationship, I thought you meant I was going to ask you out. Nah. I mean, you were, but that's not all you were anyway. Doesn't matter. You're with someone. Wait, did we skip part of the conversation? There's part of the conversation skipped. I think she ends up saying up here that he was that she was in a relationship. Cause yeah, there's a skip. There's a skip. Yeah, she deleted everything. That's crazy. I still have it loaded. I guess because I'm on my computer. Um, yeah, I guess because I'm on my computer. Yeah, I guess because I'm on my computer and it's loaded. The page is loaded already. Um, that's how I felt at the time. Even if I wasn't, I wouldn't have let you again. And when I did that with you, is something I just don't do with anyone. You wouldn't have let me again. No, I wouldn't. I'm glad I'm the same. I don't fuck anyone. Double bummer. The difference between you and I, though, is that I don't do it with just anyone because I was abused. I'm not saying that for you to feel bad or whatever. but for you to understand. I know you told me that. I didn't know I got lumped into the category with the person that did that because I was being used for that. I guess that time when you told me how you felt was not real too. Do you hear yourself? You knew I survived SA. You knew how hard it was to feel safe in my own body. You used that as leverage. Yeah, he's foul. He's foul as fuck for that. He's foul as fuck. He's foul as fuck. I'll give her that. He's foul as fuck. The account, no, her account is gone. Nah, she must have privated it, bro. I'm still there. I'm still on the account. Just remind me how far you've gotten. Threw it in my face like I should be flattered. You didn't want me. You wanted access. Yep, that's true. He did. The version of me who froze when things felt wrong, who kept forgiving you because I thought love was supposed to hurt. When I pushed back, you got defensive. I don't know why I'm lumped into that category. F you, you put yourself there. I mean, if he doesn't think he sexually assaulted you, and then you put him in the same category as people that sexually assaulted you, and then you put this out on the internet in this fashion, people are going to think he sexually assaulted you. It's a reasonable conclusion. He's been proven false. It's all over truth. Who's been proven false? Oh, this person, this account, her account's been proven false. Like I guess I got to get back on Twitter, but I do want to finish going through the allegations. What you crossed lines you had no right to. You knew exactly what you were doing. What's the music on this? Yeah, people are gonna think he assaulted you. Oh my god, bro. Then you tried to backpedal like everything could be undone if you called it a mistake, but it wasn't a mistake. It was you being you. Okay, you don't want to forgive him. Got it. And then he says, "Oh, he actually said the word backpedal. That's not how you spell pedal. It. I don't know. Anyway, you were never used for sex. I need to make sure you understand that. I loved you. Like I said, I didn't have my shit together, which is most guys at 25. Most guys at 25. Most guys at 25 are low-key trash. They're low-key trash. And they don't know how to treat someone correctly. Then you have the nerve to say, I loved you back then. I just didn't have my shit. Really? You had money, the platform, the fans, the house, the car, everything. That doesn't make him mature. That doesn't make him know how to handle it. That's crazy. Him, SA, her, been proven false by our friends and ex. Yeah. And she even said it wasn't SA. So I don't know what the point of giving us this was. I really don't know because it was framed it was framed carelessly, and you still chose to be careless with someone you claim to love. I didn't have my shit together, but I still showed up with heart, with honesty, and with care. Yeah, he didn't have his shit together, so yeah, he was still trying to he was still effing with other women, and he didn't know how to level with himself that he loved you, but he didn't want nobody else to have you. On top of him wanting to be and have other people, like he didn't know how to level the two. He's most guys that get famous too fast and don't know how to deal with their surroundings. He hadn't matured. He lacked maturity. That's it. I never use my chaos as an excuse to mind fuck someone else. But I guess empathy doesn't hit the same when the mirror's not pointed at you. Okay, hey, that's a bar. But I guess empathy doesn't hit the same when the mirror's not pointed at you. Hey, that's a bar. That's a bar you can take for life. That's a bar. That's a bar. Because someone can say I loved you after they already destroyed you. What the fuck does love even mean? Okay. And if anyone is reading this, I want you to really ask yourself, how would you feel? Would you keep making excuses for him? Would you still tell yourself it wasn't that bad? Because I did. I did for a long time. I held in everything while they held him up. What makes it worse is how many people still praise you. How many don't know who you really are. Y'all just had a bad relationship. Like, that doesn't make him necessarily a horrible person to everybody. That just means y'all weren't made for each other. How many built their platform just by orbiting yours? And while all that was happening, something else started happening to me. What would you do if the nurse called your name and the moment you sat down, the world stopped making sense? TNBC stage 3 aggressive. What does that mean? You're staring at the doctor's. Yeah. Did you see how she said that the videos that she posted didn't make her uncomfortable and she viewed it as a happy moment that she thought was real? Bro, yes, I did, man. I haven't even made it there yet, bro. I read all this stuff when I woke up. I'm like, okay, I need to cover some stuff. What's trending? Because I also needed to edit the video that I just did yesterday. Cut out all those videos and put my videos up. Because those are the videos I have thumbnails made for and all that. And then I wake up and I'm reading this and I'm like, well, what the fuck is going on here? I get to the bottom of it and I'm like, this doesn't even make sense. Like, why are you doing this? You're staring at the doctor's mouth, but the sound's already gone. No tears, just shock. Like your soul stepped out of the body. Out of your body. Heart slamming against your ribs. Tunnel vision. Thoughts collapsing under words like chemo, mastectomy, radiation, and outside there's a pandemic. The pandemic makes sure no one is there to catch you. Okay, so she felt all alone in the pandemic. You're isolated, terrified, too stunned to tell more than a handful of people because you barely believe it yourself. You walk out knowing your life just shattered, yet somehow you have to keep walking. I reached out to people not for comfort, but for closure. Dang. Because you've survived trauma like mine and you're forced to face the possibility that your story could end early. You do what feels right for your soul, whether anyone understands it or not. Okay, yeah, because you felt like you were going to die. So I reached out to you. I didn't reach out because I was weak. I did it because if my time was up, I wasn't taking your unfinished damage with me. And what did you say? That was the most passive aggressive cancer reveal ever. Oh my god, that nigga's stupid as fuck. Who says that? Oh my god, that was the most passive aggressive cancer reveal ever. What did you say? No. What did you? No, and what did he say? Granted, no. What did you say? Why did he say this? What did you say that made him read it and go, that was the most passive aggressive cancer reveal ever? What did you say? That's what I want to know. What did you say? That wasn't just cold. And I'm like this with anything. Anytime people cut off pieces for me to just read like that, I'm going to scrutinize it because what else was said? I don't even have a timestamp on that. That wasn't just cold. It was fucking cruel. It hit harder than the diagnosis itself. If that kind of cruelty comes easily, were they ever human at all? What did you say? I lived, and when I came out on the other side, I wasn't alone. I was held by people who love me with no agenda. That's what healing looks like. That's what love actually is. That's the moment I realized who you really were. That was the moment you knew my fucking story. You knew I already been through hell. You watched your own mother go through it. You saw what it did to your family. You felt what that word means. The fear, the fight, and the way it rips everything apart. Oh, so you're talking about Are you talking about cancer? His mom having cancer, or his mom being sexually assaulted? Which one? And you said it anyway. And what's your excuse? No questions, no compassion, just a joke. Because anyone who can witness your pain and feel absolutely nothing was never someone with a soul to begin with, heartless. Even after I cut the cord, I couldn't breathe because you weren't just a person I left behind. You were a name the internet wouldn't let me forget. You were still everyone's favorite post, and no one knew what it cost me. Your fans kept showing up in my DMs, acting like they had insight, but they didn't know a damn thing. Of course, there was Ian. She found me through your Xbox friends list, checked my profile, saw my IG in the bio, and followed me. But I didn't know that yet. Just another gamer sliding in, nothing strange at first. Then one day she posted you in her IG stories, and something in me paused. Okay, what's the music on this? Oh yeah, this is nuts. All right, so I asked, "Oh, you're a fan of Cory too?" Mind you, okay, look, they were watching me too. You're his ex. You're an ex of a famous person. People are probably going to be watching you for a really long time. That's just what it is. Unless he goes public with somebody else, people are going to be watching you for a long time. And even when he does go public with someone else, they're still going to be watching you because that's just the way the internet is. Let's see. So we're at part 3. She asked, "Oh, you're a fan of." Where's the rest of the video? Where's the rest of this? Why is this photo not full? I don't know. Anyways, so I asked, "Oh, you're a fan of Cory?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "I'm not." She followed up with why. It came out as one of those come off like a curious, like she knew more. No, she didn't. So I kept it short. We dated. It didn't work out. I didn't realize how she even found me until later. After that post, our conversation, something felt off. So I did some digging and I saw she was following you on Xbox. That's when it clicked. She must have found me through Xbox. I didn't know how many others she did that with. At the time, she hadn't done anything weird. She seemed nice, just showing another follower, just another follower showing support. We had light conversations, nothing along. She liked some posts, messaged what? Okay, likes she liked some posts, messaged here and there. And when you're a creator, that type of thing happens all the time. So I didn't overthink it, but the vibe was off. Like she was watching more than connecting. I mean, she don't know you. So yeah, yeah, so yeah, she's gonna do a lot more watching than connecting. Were you messaging her every time? Um, I didn't have proof, just a gut feeling. I should have listened to it. Then the anonymous IG account showed up. They started calling her out directly. At first, the way they worded it made it sound like I was part of the problem too, but that wasn't the case. I messaged them directly to clear it up. They listened. They removed the part about me. That's when they clarified they weren't trying to come for me. They were trying to warn me. They were calling in out. They didn't have my full story, but they knew enough to see that you weren't good to me. And somehow in knew too. Before she even interacted with me, that's when things started to click because that wasn't new behavior. In had done this before. Who's in? Is that the girl? I guess that's the girl. Turns out she had a reputation in your space, though I didn't know that then. I was still assuming someone, especially you, might step in and shut the chaos down. I mean, did he even know what was going on? Was he actively like involved in these messages? Like, did he know? The account eventually explained their full intent. They wanted the truth out about you, mostly about Ian, for the cruel, manipulative shit she was doing in your community, inserting herself into the lives of women you were connected to, digging, meddling, and then twisting things. Okay, so she's a sick fan. She's a sick fan. Ian messaged you directly, tried to paint her own version of the story, one where I was the problem, and you are aware of what was happening, but you never asked me what was going on, never checked in, never questioned why your name was suddenly tangled in quiet drama. If the drama was obviously quiet because we ain't know. You watched it unfold like it had nothing to do with you. I mean, it kind of didn't have nothing to do with him. One of your close friends, Brandon, someone who had never acknowledged me, suddenly started watching my IG stories like clockwork, like he was assigned, like you were waiting to see if I'd finally speak. I mean, he might have got involved in a drama and he started watching all the girls' IG stories. No apologies, no courage, just surveillance. Like you, so you're telling me that you think that he sent his friend to watch your page if you say anything, but the friend could have went to watch your page to be nosy in the drama because that person could be more involved in the drama than he could. I don't know. I don't know. That's a big assumption. That's a lot of assuming. That's a whole lot of assuming. And although I hate drama, and this was something I never wanted to be a part of, especially when I was minding my own damn business, I started to feel like a sign, a push I didn't ask for, but maybe needed. And looking back, I'm grateful because of that. I met the other women you hurt. One by one, I got introduced to more of them, women with stories, women with messages they never sent, women who saw the same patterns, the same affection when it benefited you, the same withdrawal when emotions got real. The blame always shifted onto the other person. For the first time in a long time, the weight I'd been dragging alone didn't feel so heavy anymore. We weren't alone. We weren't broken. We just convinced we were. They'd stay quiet just like I did because they didn't think their voice would matter, because it's easier to carry the pain than to explain it. But pain doesn't need permission to be real. Maybe I was meant to be the one to speak until they're ready. They're not alone because everyone deserves that moment, the one where it's safe to exhale, to feel seen, to be heard, to remember they're real. This is my story to tell and theirs to protect until it's ready. Why speak now? As if timing made the truth more uncomfortable, because I was tired of living like your name held more weight than my voice. Tired of wondering if speaking would get me heard or destroyed. Afraid that the second I said your name, people would stop seeing me and start labeling me. Start labeling. Sorry, I put a word there. That the world would care more about protecting your reputation than hearing what you did, while everything I am, everything I built and risked being overshadowed by you. Some people told me to stay quiet thinking it would protect me, but that kind of protection still hurt because it made me feel like the world wasn't ready to hear the truth. Maybe it still isn't. Maybe they'll side with you. But I'd rather be hated for telling the truth than stay silent to protect their comfort or their denial. I I in reading all of this, I've now read pretty much almost all of this. We're almost done. I don't get it. It doesn't seem like we've reached the end. Like, I mean, it doesn't seem like there's been like conclusive evidence of this what this person did. You're alluding to a lot. You're alluding to a lot, but I don't see anything that was like besides him being cringy and being the standard level of trash boyfriend. Like, that's all I got is he's a trash boyfriend out of this. This is about accountability. You work kindness in public and cruelty in private, and silence helped you get away with both. I'm done swallowing my story. You can keep your fake reputation intact. Why didn't I leave? Because fuck, I was human. Because I wanted to believe he wasn't as cold as he acted. Because part of me thought love meant fighting through the worst. People love to ask, why didn't you just leave? Like they're never clung to the wrong people. The thing is, y'all dated, because this is 7 years ago when he was 25. Y'all dated back then, right? Hold on. Is that comment new? Oh no. That comment's old. Okay. Y'all dated back in the day. Y'all dated back then, right? He was 25 years old. You then say he wasn't around during COVID. That would make him 27. Because it's 2018. That would make him 27. You then show up out of the blue and tell him you have cancer. I don't know how you told him he had cancer, but he replied to you saying it was the most passive-aggressive cancer reveal ever. Him saying that, yeah, it's fucked up. I'll give you that. That's fucked up. But it seems like to me, y'all relationship was only maybe tops a year and some change. I could be wrong, but it seemed like it was only a year and some change. He was just a trash boyfriend. Why didn't like they've never swallowed their own voice just to keep the peace? I mean, yeah, everybody's done that. I mean, sometimes you just go, you know what? It's not worth it. But they never ask, why did he make it so hard? Why did he keep coming back to me just enough to confuse me? Why did he never let me go, but never fully chose me either? I mean, I'm gonna say this about this other part, and then we can keep going. Like I've been in that situation with a woman, and I just left her alone. But I don't know. That's just me. Um, I didn't stay because I was weak. I stayed because I wanted to believe it would get better. Like I thought the same thing because I forgot what I was worth. I same thing because I didn't know how much damage had been done. Again, I did the same thing, but I'm not, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I just look at it as you're in a relationship with a trash person. You need to leave them alone. You end up leaving them alone. Your whole life gets better. End of the story. And maybe because you didn't get the other part of your life getting better, like maybe that's why you're holding them to this standard. I don't know. Because when you're constantly made to feel like you're the issue, you start believing pain is what you deserve. But I'm not that girl anymore. Even soft girls snap when they've had enough, and I've had a fucking enough. What? And behind all of that, life was fucking heavy. I was dragging pain nobody could see, trying to survive shit I couldn't even name. But let's get one thing. I didn't write this for you to believe me. I'm not here to ruin them. I'm not asking you to pick sides. I'm asking you to sit with the truth, even if it makes you sick. He hurt people. He manipulated, discarded, walked away clean every time. I'm not the first, and I won't be the last. I mean, so he gets in relationships with women. Y'all think he loves you. He doesn't. He's fucking on you. And then he ends up leaving you alone because he ends up going with somebody else because he ends up cheating. Like, okay, he's a trash guy that cheats all the time. That could have been that's a way simpler way of wording this than to allude like he's sexually assaulting people. I'm not the first, and I won't be the last unless someone finally says something. I didn't speak up for. Excuse me, sorry. I didn't speak up for years, not because I had nothing to say, but because I knew how the world treats women when we start to speak against men with status. I knew we'd be labeled as bitter, jealous, unstable. I knew his fans would tear me down before they ever tried to understand me because I knew people would stop seeing me and only see who I was connected to. No, I see you. Like you're just hurt. You were just hurt that the relationship didn't go the way that you wanted to go and that he couldn't live up to the expectations you had of him as a man. Like that's it. That's it in simple form. Does that make him like categorically trash to everyone and everything? No, but does that mean that he was immature and didn't know how to handle relationships? Absolutely. 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 It absolutely does. Now, again, and this is my problem with this. You don't say anything you may have done. Like you don't can there's nothing, you're not adding no parts of your story. You're like, oh, well, it's me, I'm blame free, I never did anything, blah 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 blah. Like there was no reason for him to want to disconnect from me. Da, 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 da. I'm perfect. I don't like that. I don't like that in any story, period. Because that makes me want to dig and find out. And that's what makes people not believe people, because you leave too much in the air about yourself. If you're going to tell a story, like when I've told stories on my podcast about different things, I'm straight up. I'm 100% honest. I'm like, look, here's what I did. Here's what I did wrong. You know what I'm saying? Here's where I was at. And then I go into them. I start with myself and then I go into them, because then everything I say about this person is 100% believable, because I start with myself. You didn't start your story with yourself. You started with him. And now you're ending still with him. You don't know me, but you don't know him either. You know the version that he shows you and the one he wants you to believe. You're showing me the version of you want me to believe as well. You weren't there, I was. If you want to excuse him, go ahead, but own what you're defending, because now you're part of it. You're not defending the man, you're defending a mask. You can side with him, but don't act surprised when more stories surface. You've been warned. He didn't just hurt me, he hurt many. Your loyalty to him doesn't make you brave, it makes you blind. I'm not even being blind. I'm asking you tell me the whole relationship. To the girls watching him with hearts in your eyes, thinking you be the exception because you're different, prettier, or more understanding, more his type, you won't be. He doesn't need a better woman. He needs to become a better man, and he won't. Okay, here we go. So this is exactly what I'm saying. The only beef is he didn't treat you well in the relationship. That's what this all boils down to. He didn't treat you well in the relationship. He's not going to treat other girls well either. Okay, cool. He didn't mature. He's still going to be trash. That means he's going to be single forever. You could be stunning, soft, loyal, everything he claims he wants, and it still won't stop what's coming. Yeah, he's a habitual cheater. Okay, cool. Because he doesn't just hurt people. He mentally chips away at them. He makes you question your worth, your memory, your tone, your reactions. That's not just bad communication. That's emotional and mental abuse. That word, this abuse word, we have to expand our vocabulary, because there's real people getting really emotionally and mentally abused. You being in a bad relationship and him cheating on you doesn't equate. Now ask yourself this: would he stay if yeah, bro, she deleted everything on her TikTok page? Well, that's the insane part. I'm still here reading it because my computer loaded. I'm glad I jumped on here on my computer and not on my phone. He would stay if things got really a real messy, vulnerable human. Would he show up when there's nothing in it for him? Would he make you feel safe, or just sure he feels comfortable? Would he be there if your life fell apart tomorrow? You don't have to wait for proof. The red flags are already there. If you love yourself, leave now. Like, so you want the other women to leave him as if he couldn't change and be a different person now. Your identity trying to decode a man who never meant to be held, because no version of yourself, not the strongest, most beautiful, most forgiving, can fix a man who's addicted to power over your soul. Find someone who doesn't destroy the people who love him. Those who looked up to him, I know your experience may have been different. Some of you found comfort in his content, maybe even hope when you needed it most, and I won't take that from you. But the truth I've shared here is mine. It may be hard to hear, it may be harder to live through, and write about, but this changes how you see him. I'm sorry for what that takes from you, but I couldn't keep swallowing my pain just to protect the version of him the world wanted to believe in. Did y'all have y'all communicated in the last 5 years? Because the last communication I got that you've shown is from 2020, which makes me believe the messages before were from an earlier time as well. I know not everyone will be ready to hear this. Some will deny it, some will defend it, some will twist it into something that is not, because facing the truth is harder than holding on to the version they were shown. I don't know this. I don't know this man. But you're just telling me you're just a hurt ex-girlfriend who's mad he's moved on or he's gone or whatever. Her videos are still there, not for me. She probably put her account on private. That's why I searched her account. Nothing's there. She might have hid the videos. That's an option you can do. You can hide the videos. I didn't write this for them. I wrote it because I was there and they weren't. That's the only difference that matters. No extra words, no permission, no apology, just the truth.
I'm still on.
I'm still on.
So then there's that video. Then she put this up. Like, why'd you post this after the fact? I am finally free. Yeah. Huh? The timing wasn't about his career views. This wasn't this is for my piece. I have more pictures, more messages, more than enough. I don't owe anyone my pain to believe. If you sound like you were in love, he doesn't love you. He didn't love you back the way that you wanted him to. And he cheated. And now you are just telling the story of how he cheated on you and hurt you. I searched her account, nothing there. The export messages were edited by her. What? What? The export were edited?
Why does Dead by Day?
I'm still on.
Okay. Yeah, I can still see the posts. I can still see all the posts. Hold on. I'll do this. Yeah, it's all still there. All of it's still there. And it seemed like she was doing fine. She was getting plenty of views. She's chilling. Is she a gamer?
Am I an HVT elemental P? Oh my god. I hate it.
So she's a gamer.
Why y'all make me something that I don't want to be the QRICUB. W, X, Y, and Z. Do that. I don't want to do like now you know my ABC.
Okay. I don't know. That's weird, bro. That's weird. All right. So yeah, it was false. Yeah. So the videos are still up there. I'm only closing the window because now I'm gonna go to X so I can see some of the stuff y'all were talking about in the comments. Yeah, that's my post. Oh, explore. There we go. Explore. Let's go trending. Okay, he's now number 5 on trending. That's cool because he was number 1. Then he became number 2 when I got out the bathroom. I'll hit the follow button. Anyway, see this, and I'm finna share it. The font is different on some screenshots. Yeah, I noticed that. I peeped that. That's why I'm like, she didn't give us the whole messages. That's why I'm a little bit like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, she framed it in such a way for herself. But my thing is, I wish I could send a screenshot. Bro, if you want to send me the screenshot, you can send it to me on if you have Discord. Well, fuck. Yeah, I mean, what platform are you on, bro? Like, what platform do you want to connect with me on? Because you can send me the screenshot. Like, I have no problem with you DMing me. Like, you can send me the stuff on if you look up Homeroom with Smooth, you can send it to me on TikTok or on Instagram. Yeah, on Instagram. If you look up What's Up Smooth, you can then send it to me on is that the name of my What's Up Smooth is the name of my Discord account. So you can send it to me on Discord if you want to. Yeah, you can send it to me on Discord if you want to. Yeah, Discord. My name is What's Up Smooth on there. What's Up Smooth. You're gonna see a Abby. You're gonna see my face in it with a wine glass. You can see my face with a wine glass. Same black face with a wine glass. I love wine. Wine when it did what happened to me last night drinking this tequila. Man, hold on. Sidebar. Complete sidebar. So look, y'all, I only drink. I mean, that is kind of a little bit of a lot, but it's not as much as I've drinking before in my life. I only drink that much, okay? That much tequila, of this tequila, bro, it had me puking this morning, man. I'm actually hurt. I'm legitimately hurt. Like, I've never been that hungover in my life. It's good, but it messed me up. See, this is the CoryxKenshin situation. Exactly why people on the internet get on my nerves. She never even said she had been essayed in the first place. But y'all never even read what she wrote because y'all wanted likes and engagement. I fucking hate y'all niggas. Yeah, but the same thing is her framing of it makes you believe she did. I thought she did till look. I went to this post right here. I seen that this person was arguing that. I said, I said, that's interesting. Then I'm like, okay, this is interesting. All these parts, I said, this is interesting. And then where is it at? Where is it at? Where's that person at? Where's that thread? Damn it. I think it's no, it's not that one. Where is it at? Is it this one? What about the Xbox messages? He hasn't been on Xbox in almost 10 years. Damn. Oh, that's crazy. He hasn't been on Xbox in 10 years. Is nuts. Wait, nigga, what? No. Oh my god. I have it there. So hold on. So did you just message me? No, I don't. No, I don't see your message. Hey, tell me your name on Discord. I'll send you a friend request, man. I'll send you a friend request so you can send me the screenshot. Yeah, drop your Discord name. I'll add you on Discord. Okay. Hold on. Let's see. Cab. Oh, that's your name on Twitter? Okay, that's your name on Twitter? Okay. All right. Fuck it. Can't. Huh? Okay, cab underscore 5455. Okay. Oh no, that's a fake account, bro. That's a fake. That's not the same account. That's not the same Panda Ninja. That's not the same Panda Ninja. Unless you, I don't know, but I could still see the page. Where's the image at? No, I had to search it 10 times. Hold on. Just send it to me. Like just send it to me. My name is What's So Smooth. Like you can see it on screen. Send it to me, bro. Cause yeah, send it to me. No. This is not a real post by her. No. No. Hold on. Panda Ninja. I have no words. I'm sorry for all the lies about this situation. Though the DMs are real, it is not Cory. It was another ex before Cory. I'm just upset on how our relationship been. And no, I didn't cheat on him. We just had some issues. I'm trying to process my trauma. No. This ain't her account. Yeah, this ain't her account. This ain't her account. Okay, I'm like, what the fuck am I looking at? This ain't her account. Okay, because I'm like, nah. Nobody self-deprecates that fucking much. Nobody does. Nobody does. I mean, yeah, that. What app is it? Why is the date? Thank you, bro. I'm like, where's the date for the text? I just posted a vid. You just posted a vid to your page. So you're telling me I can go to your page and then I can see. Okay, thank you. That's crazy. Hold on. No, hold on. That's nuts. I was just on her page. I'm still there. She's still gaining followers. She's still gaining followers. I don't know if y'all can hold on. Let me maximize my screen. Let me maximize this. Bro, she's still gaining followers. She just jumped over 500 followers. She just got 14K. She was at 13.9K. She still has the same page. Like the page you're going to is a different page. So TNBC is some type of cancer. So she's a cancer survivor. But I don't get what's going on here. Like I don't get it. I don't get it. There's a lot of times where I'm like, okay, here's what it is, blah blah blah. But yeah, bro, you're going to the wrong page. I don't even know how you can't see the page, to be honest. Like, I don't know how you can't see the page. I don't know how you can't see the page, but like I've seen the page. Like, what app is it? Where are the dates for the text? It said July at the top. It said at the very July 2019. Boom. That's what I thought. I was saying, yeah, I've been saying 18. Yeah, I was saying 18. Yeah, I was saying 18. So you have from July 19, 2019 to when they stopped talking during COVID, when she said something about the cancer diagnosis. So they dated maybe a year tops, maybe a year and some change, maybe. I don't know. Where did I get 7 years ago from? I feel like I got that from somewhere. So she's saying he's guilty of love bombing her, basically. Like, I'm trying to speed run through these things. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. Wait. Who are these people? If you watch my video, all right, sorry, y'all. I had to address some things real fast. But anyway, yeah. Hold on. Let me. So that means if I type in Panda X Panda Ninja, Panda X Ninja. So this one. If I type on this one, yeah. So this is her real page. Who made the other page? Yeah, this is her real page. She just posts about her Twitch, her being on Twitch. And if I click this Twitch, it's going to take me to her Twitch account. Okay, stop. Take me to her Twitch account, which this video is only available to subscribers. Okay. This video is only available to subscribers. Okay. But that's her. So this is her real page. That other page was her real page. That other page that people are commenting on or showing, that's not her real page. That's just fans trying to defend Cory, which I find disgusting. Like, bro, There's no reason to do all of that when you could just, yeah, there's no reason to do all of that. That's kind of fucked up. I don't like when people do that.
No, get in there.
Yeah, okay, that's her page. All right, let's go from here. So this should take me to a YouTube channel that actually belongs to her. Yep, this is her YouTube channel. Okay. This is her YouTube channel.
Yes, please. Oh, that would make me feel so much better.
Yeah, and then this is somebody up here who talks about this is bad. See, he made the video too soon. See, this is the thing that pisses me off, right? When you go on YouTube, I don't have it on the screen. You can just see me. The whole time y'all could just see me. So I jumped from her YouTube to her Twitch and all of that. Like I found all these. So this is her page. But the thing that pisses me off about these allegations is you have people like this that are too fast. He was too fast. Yeah, he had to put he had to. Yeah, the joke was still important. Yes. Here comes all the level. Never liked them. Yeah. But this video was made to okay. Here we go. And then read past the headline. Now he has to come out and say
being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44. A complete.
Now he
sheer amount of messages that I've read.
Yeah, and now he has to clear it up and go, oh, nobody was that saying. Yeah, duh. You should have waited. That's why I covering stories is a weird game, right? Because if you jump on it fast, you get the views and all that, but there's a high probability you're gonna be wrong. So wrong. I'm not gonna play his video, you know what I'm saying? But clearly he has to clear up whether or not he was that. Oh, look, there's me. There's my video. Oh, great. So I'm getting suggested next to people. That's wonderful. Let me do this. Let me close this. But yeah, so this is her Twitch page. Because I was trying to show y'all that, but obviously it wasn't. So this is her Twitch account. All right. This is her Twitch. So this is a real account that's connected to her. This other one, however, the one that people are linking to, this is not. Oh, Panda is a lot. Yeah. This is a page trying to defame her. Like that's what this is. This is somebody trying to go against her or whatever, which I think is crazy. And they're live on TikTok. What? Are they still live?
Do y'all feel like he abused her? Like she said, do y'all feel like she
like mentally?
I
think
like I
said earlier. Hold on. Let me just say this out loud because I feel like I'm good at wording myself. Like I said earlier, it is possible, but it's not. It might not be in the ways that people are being super drastic about it. Like just like how she said, "Oh, he hit me up just to have sex and stuff like that." Like just like how I framed it before. If you are already dating somebody, it just comes and you're a man, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's easier for you to ask that person for something like that. And from her perspective, that can be, you know what I'm saying? For her, she's like, you just trying to use me for my, you know what I'm saying? That can come off a certain way. But it's not as egregious. Like when you use the word abuse, people think very drastic. They go to the most drastic version of whatever.
Yes.
Like if it's mental, if it's emotional, whatever. They go to the most drastic version of it.
Yes.
But it's like it can be a fairly normal thing, but from her perspective, that's still valid. Like it's not, you know what I'm saying? You can't say that's invalid that that didn't fuck with her. Because if I was a girl and I got like guys don't get used for their bodies in the same way. But
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I could, yeah. Anyway, that is not
I
valid.
feel like people are
No,
entitled
that
to
is.
feel how they feel about a relationship they were in, and we shouldn't have more of a say than
Words mean
than her
things.
say.
Bro, that
But
how
when
is
it
that
comes to
not
the validity of like the screenshots, I don't know too much about Xbox, but I don't even think you're allowed to curse on the like chats
yeah,
and
people
stuff.
were saying I brought that
And
up.
Cory doesn't even curse.
I brought
Cory
that
doesn't
up.
because we've never heard that man curse. I've watched him for over a decade. I've never heard him curse in a video. Maybe in real life, sure, okay, I guess. But it's just weird that out of nowhere, all of a sudden, he's dropping 3-4 F-bombs in the screenshot she's providing. That's what I found a little fishy.
Exactly.
More so than the timing or
And
whatever.
one of the screenshots, however-
Timing is subjective. Everything is things can be right or wrong time at all times. It doesn't matter. But it's just those screenshots were a little sus.
She posted a screen recording on
One thing about the screenshots, though, is that in one of the screenshots, she said that she never heard him curse before. That was in one of the screenshots.
And yeah,
It was called.
he also said that when you know she called him out on the whole he was with another girl and he cursed at her and then she was like shocked by that. And it's like these aren't even like this is the thing. If you're used to somebody who doesn't curse and curse at you, like maybe she's not a curse. Like if
That was actually
it
rehearsed
depends
in
on the person and how they are. It can't like these things can be seen as emotional, like from like when she was saying, oh, like he never shows sentimental. He never does sentimental things, but he gave me a card, and that made me feel like I was special. But then right after, I heard that he was with another girl. I think that is like that's messing with my feelings. It's like you can't tell her not to feel that. Like I'm not going to say that that's right. I'm not saying she's right. I'm not saying that he even did anything.
Yeah, that's actually completely valid.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that he even necessarily did anything wrong, but you can't. Like I don't know. I feel like it just feels like a very normal thing that happens to people who are in like situation shit, whatever you want to call it, bro. It's not that. It's just not.
Yeah, I have something to add.
It's that crazy to wrap your head around. At least I mean.
I got something to add. First of all, I don't think I've ever seen Cory use an Xbox. The only time I've seen this video.
People were saying that in the comments.
Yes,
He does.
okay. I've never seen him, so I
Is
just
there
wanna-
anybody I can take out so I can ask somebody else? Sorry.
You can take me out.
I mean,
Who just said that? Who said that? Say it again.
I was going to take me out because I at work, so I just wanted to clarify something right quick. Or say something. Just like
you
as
can
like
take me out if you want to.
Jazz?
I don't think I can ask to be in the live on computer.
Yeah, I just want to
I don't
clarify
think I
again to write in the comments because I see a lot of people.
All right, cool. All right. So the person who made this page is. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, that's it. You know, we listened to a little bit of that convo. I'm gonna end with my thoughts. I'm gonna end with my final thoughts. Listen. So we've concluded Cory was more than likely just a terrible boyfriend. Using the word abuse is a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. That's a whole lot. Yeah, the word abuse I don't think should have been used. I think it should have been something else. He was a bad boyfriend, and he just was having sex with her. And that's valid for her to feel used. Like that other person said, it's valid for her to feel used. I do not feel like he was actually a textbook version of what we would call an abuser. I do not think he was an abuser. Was he a terrible boyfriend? Absolutely. He probably was a terrible boyfriend. He made really cringy jokes to somebody that he knew was a victim of SA. Like there are things he did that, yes, they were wrong. Absolutely, positively. There are things he did, they are wrong. However, I will not sit here and go, oh, you know what I'm saying? Everything she said was valid. She left out a lot of things. She left out a lot of context. A lot of things don't make sense because she didn't give us full, like, you know, the full transcript of events. You know what I'm saying? Like things were left out. I even pointed that out. Dates are left out. Like we just don't know. Even though somebody said like you can refer to the first screenshot and you can see it says July of 2019. I just don't see it. I'm going through all the screenshots I have, but I don't. Oh, you know what? Yeah, it did. It did in the video. In the video, it's July 7th of 2019. Get the fuck out. Yeah, July 7th of 2019. He just randomly hit her up saying, hey, what's up? Then she goes, what you doing? She says, just waking up. Do you still hate me? No, I don't hate you. Is that all you wanted to know? No. Okay, so what's up? You still seeing someone? Oh, all right. Okay. And then he said, because I'm trying to fuck up your life some more. That's funny. That's so fucked up. That's so fucked up. Okay. But at the same time, okay, so 2019. And then so they stopped dating. They had stopped dating at some point in July of 2019, which means they only dated for 2018 to 2019, and then she hit him up again to let her know he got cancer. Like, now she has cancer. Hey, listen. Take with this information what you will, but Cory did not sexually assault this woman. That's it. That's all. Y'all stay like, comment,